Hey guys, Kingkade here and welcome back to another video. And in this video, we're going to be seeing if the brand new R1702 is worth buying or not. Let's get right into this. So this car right here costs a whopping 2,000 Robux, which is the most expensive car in the game by far, which is insane. But anyway, let's go ahead and hop into a match. Also, by the way, if you go and buy this, make sure you equip it in the garage before hopping into a match, so then it will go ahead and pop up. But anyway, we're now in the game, so let's go and check it out. So it's not back there. I think it's in the front. And never mind, it just took a little while to appear. So here is right here, the brand new car. So far it's kind of looking a little strange. It kind of looks like the Exotica, but just a little bit smaller, which that might be what it is. Might be by the same brand or something. But anyway, it comes with an engine, radiator, and gas. So these actually don't go in the front, they go in the back right here. And then this front space is just storage. So anyway, let's place this. And then we have a back panel that is clear, which is awesome. And now let's go and attach the door. So it does only have 2 doors, and it looks like it only has 2 seats, meaning that you can't fit a whole squad in here, which does kind of stink, but it's alright though. And then we got some gas over here as well. We now went ahead and fully filled it up. So let's go and hop in the car and let's go and check it out. So we have our kilometers per hour right there, and we're already going super fast. I don't even know if this is right. It says we're already going over 200, which I mean we are going pretty fast, but I don't think we're going 240 right now. Well, we are actually going super fast right now, which is pretty nice. Maybe like 120, somewhere around there. Definitely not this though. But anyway, it does seem pretty nice so far. Let's go ahead and jump back on the road. And there we go. I did go ahead and test this out for like 30 seconds earlier, and it was so low to the ground that you actually couldn't get back on the road. But now it looks like they fixed that. And then there's a trailer right there. But yeah, so far this car actually seems pretty good. We just went ahead and flipped our car over, and it actually has auto flip on it, meaning that if it flips over, we don't have to push it back over, and that automatically corrects itself. I'll go ahead and show the clip on screen. Yeah, I flipped completely over, and then it just automatically corrected itself, which is actually super good. So that means we don't have to worry about flipping over at all, because it just automatically corrects itself, meaning we don't have to worry about collecting dynamite or possibly not being able to flip it back over. So yeah, I actually really like that feature. And there we go, we accidentally just flipped it over once again, and as we can see, there we go, it just went ahead and corrected itself, which is awesome. But yeah, so far I'm not really seeing any downsides to this vehicle. We can go ahead and turn side to side pretty easily. It's super easy to control, and we are going very fast, and it automatically corrects itself whenever you flip over. So far it does look like it's worth it. We now begin to slow down, so let's go and see what the problem is. I'm assuming that our engine probably overheated, and let's go and check our water. We do still have water, we do still have oil, which actually that used a lot of oil. So we already used 2 liters of oil, and we only traveled 4,000 meters, so that is actually quite bad. Let's go and check our gas, and we are completely out of gas. So never mind, there are quite a few downsides to this. So it absolutely drains your fuel. We do still have quite a bit of water, like we do still have most of our water left, but we already used nearly 2 liters of oil, so that means you'll only be able to travel 8,000 meters at a time before your engine completely runs out of oil. So that does kind of stink, but overall it's not that bad, because you could easily just go and continue filling it up after the 15,000 meter checkpoint. But the gas though, that drained our gas. We had a whole 9 liters in there, and it didn't even get us to 5,000 meters. All the other cars, they only use like 1 or 2 liters on our way to the 5,000 meter checkpoint, but this used all 9 liters before we even made it there. So that really stinks. I think we are able to push this car though, so let's go and check. And actually, let me go ahead and flip this down. There we go. Now let's go and see if we can push this car all the way over there. And yeah, so we are able to push it, so that is pretty nice. But I was not expecting this car to use that much fuel, so that does really stink. Maybe if you switch over to a V8 engine, because I think it's due to the engine. I think this engine right here is the reason why it's using so much fuel, which this engine is the same speed as a V8 engine, I believe. So if you go ahead and find a V8 engine and then just replace this and use diesel instead, we should use a lot less fuel and a lot less oil. So it's not that bad. If we really wanted to, we could go ahead and take out this engine and then just use a different engine as spawn instead, and it will probably work better. Let's actually go ahead and try that. We're now in another game, and instead of using that engine over there, we're actually going to go inside and we're going to grab this engine. So this is the free to play engine that anyone can use. So if you put this in here, the car will go a lot slower, but it should use a lot less fuel as well. And then we should just be able to use this radiator, because the radiators are all the same. And now let's go ahead and attach everything, and let's go and try it out. We now went ahead and filled up the car, so let's go ahead and hop in and let's try it out now. So if this works and it doesn't use as much fuel anymore, then this will probably be the best car in the game, because so far this car is actually very good, which it looks like it is going very slow. It should start to speed up. It's going a lot slower because we are using the starter engine. But if this works and it doesn't use nearly as much fuel, then this would probably be the best car, just because of how good it is, because like there's no real downsides besides the engine over there, because whenever you go ahead and flip over, it automatically corrects you, which is a big upside, so you waste no time trying to flip it back over. Also, I just want to say, please make sure to smash that subscribe button, because we're getting very close to 100,000 subscribers, so if you could click that subscribe button, that'll be much appreciated. We now went ahead and reached 2,000 meters, so let's go and check it. It is only half the distance, but we should use half the amount of fuel, and there we go. And sadly, our car did get struck by lightning, but we still have 8.1 liters gas, which is very good. So that means with the starter engine over here, the free-to-play one, it only uses 1 liter of gas every 2,000 meters, so that's much better. The other one, we only got to 4,000 meters, and it already used our entire tank of gas. Yeah, so this one, if you go ahead and use this car, I recommend using the starter engine rather than the engine that comes with it, and then you'll be good. And then you can just go ahead and swap over to the V8 engine whenever you go ahead and find one. So overall, I would say this car is definitely worth it. You can go ahead and decide. It is quite pricey, 2,000 Robux. That is quite a bit just for this car right here, but personally, I do think it was worth it, because this is actually one of the best cars, because it's very easy to control, it's pretty fun to use, the view is actually pretty decent, which it doesn't really look decent right now since it is tipped over, but it is pretty good, a lot better than other cars. And also, it automatically flips itself over whenever you go ahead and flip over, which is very good, so you don't have to get it out and then just push it over by hand just like that. So that's actually very nice. So overall, I would say it's worth it. You can go ahead and decide that, but make sure to decide quick, because there is only 10,000 of these available. So if you're planning on getting one, make sure you get it soon. But anyway, that is gonna be all for this video though, so make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I will see y'all in the next video.